Hey everyone, I'm here with a quick video on Sherri Shepherd. You know, when Sherri Shepherd took over what used to be the Wendy Williams show, she kind of took over that slot. She inherited a lot of workers or people that used to work for the Wendy Williams show. Well, one of the production assistants, I'm calling him an assistant, I'm not going to say that. One of the production people that was over finances for the Sherri Shepherd show was allegedly stealing money. And not just a little bit of money, stealing money for the rent that was supposed to be paid on the studio. Allegedly, apparently, instead of paying the rent, he was pocketing the funds. Okay. So much so that they said the rent on the studio hasn't been paid since September. Listen, guys, September of 2023. So you got September, October, November, December, January, and now it's February. So you're talking about 6 months of not paying the studio rent. So they was probing an investigation into it. They approached them. He said he needed a couple days to get his paperwork together, and unfortunately, the person unalived themselves. Now, listen, guys. They said it did not impact the show or the studio, but we got to get more into this story. You know, we was giving Sherri Shepherd a little side eye when she wanted to clean house and just get rid of all the bad juju from the Wendy Williams show. He was like, "God, don't do that. Don't fire everybody." But apparently, maybe she should have. Listen, guys, we're going to get more into this story right after this. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and share screen. It's actually pretty sad. I guess he felt there was no way out, but I would have just got caught and had to pay the people the money back. So Sherri Shepherd exec found unalive at the show launch investigation into production finances. The Sherri Show is mourning the loss of one of its top execs amid a financial investigation at the show. Matt, the executive in charge of the Sherri Shepherd infamous daytime talk show, was found unalive in his Paramount, New York home on February 13th, a police source confirmed to Page 6. Police would not comment further as it is an open investigation, but Matt is believed to have I'm trying to use my words here because, with YouTube, had been lost his life as a result of unaliving himself. I'll say it that way. Matt, whose primary job was to manage production and oversee the budget at Sherri, was under investigation at the show at the time of his tragic death, Page 6 has learned. Sources tell us several departments have been complaining about issues with petty cash, and it was recently brought to parent company Denmark Mercury's attention that rent at the show's Chelsea, New York City studio had not been paid since September. Okay, there was real concern among staff that the show was going to shut down. Denmark had to step in, a source familiar with the situation said. Another source told us that the show has not been impacted, and Denmark Mercury has continued production of Sherri. Matt, whom Sherri inherited from the Wendy Williams show after Sherri replaced Williams' daytime program, expressed he needed a couple of days to get his paperwork together. After brass confronted him about the show's financial status, according to a source familiar with the situation. Sources told us police performed a welfare check after no one heard from him, and found him unalive in his home. A rep for Denver Mercury did not state details about his unaliving or him not being here or personal issues, but told us we have retained law firm Morgan Lewis to help us investigate the matter, and pending the outcome of that investigation, we have no further comment. Okay, so unfortunately, that is Matt there, who took his life. News of Matt's death has largely been kept under wraps, with the exception of a small news site like County Local News and National Memorial Site, which described Matt as a respected production manager who was known for his outstanding contributions to the Wendy Williams Show and several other significant projects. Matt worked on Sherri, was not mentioned. Sherri included an in memoriam for Matt on its February 15th episode, and management has brought on grieving counselors to help staffers cope with the loss. So sad, but I do want to mention this. If you are someone you know is affected by the loss, but is affected by any of the issues raised in this story, call or text the S in Crisis Lifeline at 988. Ooh, this is crazy. It's super sad. I wish that, and it's an investigation, right? It's not a known fact that he for sure took this money, right? But I do wish that he would have just perhaps, if what they were thinking was so, that he would have perhaps just said, you know what, I'm so sorry. I was in a financial crisis. I did take the money, and let him get, if they was going to arrest him or whatever they was going to do, or give him an opportunity to pay it back. I will say this, if money wasn't paid since September, and like I said, that is 6 months. Just imagine a regular average apartment in New York City is a ridiculous amount of money. Could you imagine how much a studio rent is? And let's just say at best, maybe let's say it was $20,000 a month, right? Because we know it has to be high, because like I said, an apartment could cost you anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 in New York City, right? Easy, especially in that prime area, like downtown area. I want to say, and this is on Chelsea Street, her studio. I want to say it's 28th Chelsea Street. It's like 28th Street, because if when you're in New York City, if you take the train into the city, you get off the train at 34th Street, and then you could walk over to the studio like 28th or wherever it's located at. All I'm saying is it is prime real estate where that studio is, right? So let's just say it's $20,000 a month, and you're saying that it's 6 months of non-paying rent. So that means 6 months of money went somewhere. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 100K, about $120,000. It's a lot of money. My heart goes out to him and everybody working at the studio. Very sad. And I hate when people find themselves in positions where they're taking money, right? Anyway, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. On this note, I hate to say this, but on this note, I feel like Sherri Shepherd does need to just clean house, get a whole new everybody, and just start fresh. Just start fresh from everybody that was on the Wendy Williams, show. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Do you think she needs to start fresh? Or do you think, this was just kind of one bad apple, so to speak, and everybody else is fine? I don't know. I'm voting for start fresh. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the chat, okay? Y'all let me know in the comments, and I will chat back. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video.